project-based learning, experiential learning, and to have to flip classrooms, and to have the problem-solving activities. So innovation changes the role of students from passive learners to active creators. Okay, so when we are talking about this word innovation, we need to have to create the active creators, means we need to inculcate the students into active learning. Okay, instead of asking the students to just write an essay, we need to ask them to how to create a podcast, or how to design a blog, or how to develop a digital story, because English becomes an experience rather than a textbook learning. As I told earlier, that the traditional method only talks about the rote memorization, but the in the world of artificial intelligence, the innovation talks about to create creative learners. The innovation also talks about to have a teaching through learner centered, to create a dynamic and knowledge driven world. As a teacher, as a facilitator, we need to create a knowledge driven world. So, and the next pillar is the communication. So communication basically talks that what learners do, like effective oral communication. So communication can be of various types. If we are talking, it can be of oral communication, also written communication, interpersonal communication, intercultural. So there are various types of communication. Academic communication is there, professional communication is there. So interculture means different cultures are, people are sharing their ideas, their thoughts, their emotions through. So next thing I would like to discuss, that how the students communicate. Now it is a AI world, if we see. So students basically communicate through emails, through presentations, through podcasts. So there are various other different means of communicating in today's world, if we see. Like social media is there, video conferences are there, presentations, podcast, AI chat classrooms are there. So communication teaching, it should talk about, must include this academic teaching, professional communication, intercultural communication, digital communication, and the global communication. So English, so we need to, as a teacher, as a facilitator, we need to create the English classrooms as the real workplaces rather than just the examination halls. Or as I told in the starting of the presentation only, I told that English is not just merely a subject or a language, okay, which you are learning by rote. It is more than a subject or a language, if we see in a today's AI world. So second is the communication. So now I would like to deeply discuss about this communication part, the second pillar of the 21st century. So communication lies at the heart of 21st century English education, which extend beyond the linguistic competence to encompass the clarity, intercultural awareness, empathy, and a purposeful expression. So we need to create the learners to articulate their ideas persuasively and to collaborate across the different contexts, to across the different diverse contexts, and to engage responsibility in academic, professional, global discourse with confidence and adaptability and ethical sensitivity. So by communication, we understand we need to create a effective communication skill in our students so that they can very confidently express their ideas, their thoughts, their emotions effectively. Now, I would also like the slide talks about that why is learning English important? So, learning English is important for the global communication also, as we know that English is a global language spoken all over the world. So, for global communication also, for career advancement also, for access to information also, and for the cultural understanding and enrichment also. So, these for these five pillars are there, that why this English language is important. Now, the third pillar that I will be discussing is the digital competence. So, the tools and environment. Okay, as a teacher, as a facilitator, we need to create a positive environment and good tools for our students. Like AI literacy tools, digital tools are there, information literacy, online collaboration, digital ethics, and responsible technology use. So, digital competence is more than using a PowerPoint presentation. So, means to include the information literacy, media literacy, AI literacy. So, by digital competence, we are not just talking about the PowerPoint presentations. We are talking more than that. Okay, we need to follow a